Everything under control, Initiate. Should we expect any further resistance?
I am not aware of the details of the defensive measures my colleagues may have taken. I would not, however, expect them to tolerate trespassers.
We should keep moving.
As you wish. I am your prisoner, after all. I have little choice in the matter. Dr. Farhar is nominally the head of their group. Headstrong, an old university colleague. Dr. Jane was a junior scientist at West Tech. Brilliant, but easily led. He shared my disgust at the Huntersville mistake. Nellie Wright, on the other hand, is Dr. Farhar's pet project. An adoptee of sorts. Very talented, despite her lack of formal schooling. A trap I conceived, prepared, and executed entirely while in your custody. You give me too much credit. Paranoia ill suits you. I have complied with your every demand.
And that is precisely what is so concerning.
Certainly.
Let's move out. Eyes open.
Edgar. Edgar, who are these people? What happened to the guards?
The gods are dead, Dr. Farha. This is the Brotherhood of Steel. I have been their guest since they discovered our project. Regrettably, they object to what we are doing.
We will not be intimidated. This facility is secured. You can't get to us. We will finish our work. This isn't the Huntersville strain. Dr. Blackburn has purified the virus of its considerable defects.
We've made something wonderful out of something horrible. We're helping people this time. Of course not. What West Tech did was a terrible mistake. An affront to science. They didn't care who they hurt. And they did it just to see what happened. We're trying to help people. This will make people safe again.
Dr. Jane is enthusiastic, but it's true. We are not doing this just to satisfy our curiosity.
We're advancing science itself. The cost doesn't matter. No offense to Dr. Jane, but West Tech wasn't doing science. They were only burning ants with a magnifying glass by comparison.
Well, no. Not as such, but...
Of course we have. Experimentation has identified the key flaws in the original strain. Iterative testing has pinpointed the defective genetic sequences, and we've corrected them in each case.
I'm sure you'll understand how important this is if you take the time. Ask away.
Why? Because it's the frontier of science? It's the next step in our self-guided evolution as a species. Why wouldn't we do this? Wrong? Who says? What does morality have to do with any of this? So people got hurt. That's nothing compared to what we'll accomplish.
There was no other way. Dr. Blackburn was right. If we stop now, all that pain we caused will have been meaningless.
All of them? No. Humans are broken in so many ways we can't fix, but we can keep them from dying from radiation or getting sick because the water's poison. We can make it so they don't have to be afraid of the world around them anymore. Hey, don't talk around me.
Nellie. I am not. I've tried to mitigate the damage done, but I've let Edgar and the others talk me into justifying the means with the ends. Maybe I'm not so sure anymore. But I won't let you hurt anyone here. And our decisions are our own, not yours to make for us.
I can see you're troubled. You know what you're doing isn't right. Let's talk through this. We can come to an agreement.
I want to avoid violence. But that's always on the table, as long as you hold Dr. Blackburn hostage. Let him go. Please, let him go or we will cut off this negotiation and proceed with our plans.
I am afraid you will have to give in on this one. If you truly want to stop our distribution process, I advise you to listen to the doctor's entreaties. It is no joke at all. Allow me to explain. My colleagues could not stop production if they tried. It requires a code. I am the only one who knows the code. I set this plan in motion, and I am the only one who can stop it.
Is this true?
Edgar.
You will have to forgive Dr. Farha. She did not know. I added this functionality to our distribution program, as insurance, you might say.
Boy, that's handy, huh?
So there you have it. I am willing to help you in exchange for sparing my colleagues' lives, but you will have to let me in there with them. Then you are free to enjoy the view as my colleagues distribute our creation among the populace.
I don't like it either. But what other option do we have? If we do nothing, the outcome will be just as catastrophic.
Dr. Farha, please permit me inside as a sign of good faith from the Brotherhood. I am certain we can negotiate a peaceful resolution and perhaps preserve our work at the same time.
All right. I'm registering you for the security grid. Just you.
With your leave,
Don't make this worse.
This is a mistake.
now that that is over with, Nellie, prep the test chamber. They want proof of our success. I will give it to them myself.
Edgar, wait!
I am sorry, but this must happen. You will see, and then there will be no more debate.
Edgar, please. Let's talk about this.
You've signed your death warrant, Blackburn.
I will test the sample on myself and be proof of our achievement. Anything you do to me after does not matter. I'm going in. Ready the tag.
We should have executed him when we had the chance.
Now's not the time. We've got to find a way in quickly. There's no time to waste.
I should have known. I did know. We weren't ready. I owe you an apology. Our work was a failure. Any good it might have done was a mirage. I knew it in my heart, but didn't listen. As a token of goodwill, I have used Edgar's code to stop production. We will not distribute the virus. I will make sure of that. But I will not simply let you in. There may be little I can do to stop you, but I will defend my colleagues in what little way I can. I must admit that I am powerless before you. If our cooperation can sway you to avoid more violence, then I will let you through. The way is open. We await your judgment. You've arrived. Please, hear me out. We are scientists. Our work is all we have to give to this broken world. We had truly hoped to give humanity a better way to fight back. Against the radiation, the mutants, the decay of civilization. We failed. But this doesn't have to be the end. There is so much good that we can still do, please. Spare us your wrath.
Why does it sound like you're giving up? We weren't that far off, just a tweak here or there.
If I may interrupt, I agree with everything Dr. Farha has to say. Despite how it looks, we are not evil people. We wish only to better humankind. Knowing that, what are your intentions with us?
Well put. The Brotherhood exists to keep humanity safe. And your work endangered everyone in Appalachia. If that failed virus had gotten out, countless people could have died. We can't allow you to continue experimenting.
Wait, Shin. It's clear that we can't just let them go. But their knowledge could be valuable to the Brotherhood and the people of Appalachia. Blackburn was the ringleader, but he's gone. We know nothing about the others, and of all people, you and I shouldn't fault anyone for trying to make a difference.
I can. And I will.
Is this still about back then? You can't forgive yourself for your own mistakes, so you...
This has nothing to do with that.
Wait, you're really going to kill us?
Hold on. We're not killing anybody. We will bring them back to Fort Atlas and have Scribe Valdez monitor their work.
Have you lost your mind?
Think about it. This is exactly why the Brotherhood exists. I hate to admit it, but the Elders are right on this. We can't let them go, but we can't destroy what knowledge they have either.
A wise compromise. I'm willing to cooperate. You, the angry one. Consider the fact that universities are no longer operating. In a generation or two, there will be few, if any, people left in the world with a formal education.
How many dozens have you killed? Do you really... We don't need your knowledge if you're deranged enough to resort to humaning.
Please, stop this. Let us stop for a moment and talk to each other. There's still... And we know little about your Brotherhood. Perhaps we can find out more where our perspectives overlap.
Yes. Maybe some discussion will cool Shin's head. I have no desire for this to come to blows.
Very well. You haven't said anything yet. Surely you have an opinion on this matter.
Scribe Valdez was appalled to find out that people were being turned into super mutants. You really like to burden her with supervising the sociopaths who were behind it?
Don't be so quick to jump to conclusions. As Dr. Jane said, there is more to our story, if you'd be willing to hear it. Let's pause and open the floor for conversation, shall we?
Make it quick, Initiate. Shouldn't take long to see through their lies.
I heard when the Brotherhood breaks down your door, they say, "Add victory. Hand over your arms." Is that true? Oh, really? I was gonna ask you for a reenactment. What about them? Oh, are you a licensed medical professional? Even if you are, it's pretty rude to make sudden, unwarranted diagnoses of people you just met. To improve the human race. If I was kidnapped for our experiments, I wouldn't mind. Most kidnappers do much worse. Is that any worse than being human? As Dr. Jane says, all life is sacred. You'd probably gun them down regardless, right? Okay, I guess. Janie and Farah? Well, I don't think anybody liked me before Farah, so I'm glad we're together. Janie worries too much. She's always asking, Are we doing the right thing? Is this gonna work? You don't know until you try. Edgar was the most fun of all. Too bad he miscalculated. Wrong. It's all wrong. We ran the models, but the models were wrong. I know exactly where to change the ratios to make this work. I can make it work. We just need one more chance. Don't run from science. Let us do this. Let us change the world. You're not really gonna kill us, are you? I'm awfully young to die. You can fit a lot of experiments into 60 more years.
What questions do you have for me? Or has your party made a decision? We could focus the idea of human evolution into a more targeted formula. Say, a formula to increase muscle bulk, or to repel radiation. In fact, I hear serums of that sort may already be circulating among the survivors of the region. I'd like to study what they have created and improve upon it. It went too far. And quite frankly, I regret bringing the others onto this project. By the time I figured out that Dr. Blackburn was experimenting on humans, Nellie and Dr. Jane had already become passionate about the project. I was unable to convince them to pull back. I stayed in the hopes that my objections could save even one innocent person from being experimented on. You're right. No excuse will make up for my mistake. That is why I hope to keep living and contribute what I can to the greater good. Dr. Blackburn and Dr. Jane were my college associates. They didn't know each other at the time. I met Nellie when she broke through my window to search for scraps, as wasteland survivors do. She was more interested in my research notes than my leftovers. So I took her in, taught her what I know. I'm responsible for the actions of my associates. I ask that you have mercy on them, if not me.
I urge you to reconsider. This was never meant to come to violence. They are good people. Dr. Farah is quite strict, but it's because she cares. About Nellie particularly. The girl is unorthodox, but you can't fault her for it. We're all born differently into this world. And about Dr. Blackburn, well, the world has lost a visionary intellect. It's a shame. A tragedy. Dr. Farha may disagree, but I'd like to finish the FEV formula. We can implement new safety measures, animal experiments on thorough waste disposal. We were so close to improving the human race as we know it. The world has changed, my friend. How are we to survive if we don't change with it? I never intended to hurt anyone. Dr. Blackburn was in charge of procurement. He told us they were volunteers. It was only later that... But by then... Please understand, we were so close. It could have ended any day. And everything we did was for the greater good. We must carry forward what we learned, or all that sacrifice will have been for nothing. Please don't let this work go to waste.
What questions do you have for me?
Those who commit crimes against humanity must be punished. It wouldn't be right to let them run free. Not to the people they killed, and not to the people they could kill in the future. The Brotherhood of Steel must protect the future of Appalachia, and of the world. It hasn't been a matter of if for some time now. Only a matter of when. I'm fully prepared to uphold the integrity of the Brotherhood in whatever way Romani makes necessary. If that is truly where you stand, then I have failed. I did everything I could to bring this chapter of the Brotherhood back in line. To teach you what it means to stand for a cause, but without the authority of the Elders. I am powerless to enforce it. I fear there may be nothing left I can do here that still has meaning. That is none of your concern.
How long do you intend to sweep it under the rug like nothing happened? You're torturing yourself, Shin, and they deserve to know.
Maybe so. But this is neither the time nor the place for this discussion.
Shin, you owe it to yourself to admit that you made a mistake. Stop crumbling under the guilt and just accept it.
For those I failed then, and those I failed since, for them, I have to do better. The raiders on the expedition route, Romani decided we would stay and fight them. But giving the order to distribute the weapons to the settlers there, it was my idea. I wanted to give them a chance. But I got them killed instead. The outcome is more important than the intent. What I learned from that mistake was not to let my feelings blind me. Some things are a lost cause. Some chances are too dangerous to take. There's nothing to get over. I acknowledge that I've made poor decisions then and now. That's why You have to see that keeping these criminals alive would be misguided and reckless. The rocket launchers, the ones we found at the crater and foundation. We had secured those weapons from a military facility with the intent of keeping them safe. Brotherhood hands only, but there was a town being attacked by raiders. I thought that equipping the townspeople would give them a better chance. It didn't work. The town was taken over, and the weapons fell into raider hands. It's my fault that happened. I vowed to never make a mistake like that again. Despite that vow, Initiate Norland still die on my watch. I can't let the past keep repeating itself. I can't give those scientists another chance to harm innocent people. Then I hope you'll also take away the same lesson that I did. Whether I'm being dogmatic or not is irrelevant. My goal is to find a solution to a threat. And I don't see you offering any other suggestions.
We need to come to an agreement. I won't stand for impulsive violence. Your methods were cruel and wrong, but no one is beyond forgiveness. What matters is what they do from today onward. Let's give them a chance to make things right. Then we must stand up for what we believe. We will not allow Shin to create a hateful brotherhood which passes judgment as it sees fit. This is human life we're talking about. Haven't enough died already? I'm glad to hear you say that. Unfortunately, I'm afraid it may be a breaking point for Shin. Once he realizes his authority isn't respected, I suspect he'll run back to the Elders with his tail between his legs. This chapter of the Brotherhood will become what it should be, with or without Shin. I hope you can see what we need to do here. What we need to do for the Brotherhood.
Those who commit crimes against... It wouldn't be the Brotherhood of Steel. I don't see what other option there is. As I stated before, they're too dangerous to hold prisoner. So we either ignore the danger, or eradicate it. This is bigger than all of them.
We need to come to an agreement. The scientists are to return to Fort Atlas with us and work alongside Scribe Valdez on a new project that we all agree upon. These are smart people. They just need to be pointed in the right direction. They could still do a lot for humanity. I hope you can...
What questions do you have? And what has your organization decided? That's relief. I assure you that you'll have our cooperation.
So that's it then. You and Romani would repeat the mistakes of the past and use these criminals to build more weapons of destruction. To send the world further down the path of chaos for your own gain. All while wearing the Brotherhood insignia on your chest.
The Brotherhood's mission has always been to use the power of science to guide us to a better world. Rather than murder great minds, we will shape them into people who will serve that mission. And we will do it without barbarians like you.
On that point, we agree. I refuse to serve an illegitimate branch of a principled institution. The Elders need to know about our failures. All of them. It will be my honor to give that report in person. I'm the only one with any sense of duty around here. It's a shame that I couldn't bring you around to seeing its value.
It's easy to follow an arbitrary set of rules, Shin. I'd rather make my own decisions and learn from them if I have to.
We are grateful. The work we do next could still change the world.
You go on ahead. I'll bring the scientists back to Fort Atlas, then we can discuss everything that's happened.
I know I'm forgetting something.
Friends, initiates, faces new and old. It's good to see you today. I am proud to announce that the mutant threat has been cornered and removed. But it came with an unfortunate consequence. I'm sure you all know that relations between Shin and I have been strained for some time now. I'm afraid my leaving out his title is no mistake.
Initiate Houston, reporting
Shin
for duty.
and his followers have decided to part ways with the Appalachian Brotherhood. I had every wish to work together with Shin on my mission, and still do. But he is no longer open to discussion. His loyalty to the Elders
I hope my next
is
mission is
unshakable.
soon. I'm tired of being
He would
stuck in
rescind
Fort
his
Atlas.
oath before besmirching the Brotherhood's name. Should he ever open his mind, I will be ready to listen.
Okay, Erica, you're doing great.
Now I have one more announcement to make. I'd like to recognize a particular initiate's exceptional
Clean
contributions
duty again?
to our chapter.
I swear
In
Night
most
Shin has it
cases,
out for
this
me.
recognition would take the form of a standard rank increase. However, being a knight is a dedicated responsibility, and it's become quite clear to me
Oh, God.
that this initiate
Why did I
has
say that?
obligations beyond just the Brotherhood of Steel. I won't take you away from Appalachia. As such, I'm granting you the unique title of Knight Errant. Why don't you come stand between Scribe Valdez and I, so I may officially confer your title?
We should see if anyone needs help with anything.
For exceptional contributions to the Appalachian Brotherhood of Steel, I hereby name you
Brotherhood?
Knight
Dr.
Errant.
Hardy?
You may split your
Everyone.
time with the Brotherhood as you
Okay.
see fit.
You got this.
We are forever grateful for what you've done for us. Now, everyone, feel free to take a short break before
I
your
can't
next
wait
assignment.
to tell Max about my
You've
latest
earned it.
patrol. He love it.
Did that really just happen? I knew things between the higher-ups were shaky, but I didn't think one of them would actually leave. Especially Knight Shin. I mean, it seemed like the Brotherhood was everything to him. Well, I guess things are going to change a bit around here.
I hope my next mission is soon. I'm tired of being stuck in Fort Atlas.
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. Look forward to it, even. Whatever reorganization we need to do, I'm sure it'll shake out into something even better than what we've got right now. Paladin Romani is the leader I want to follow.
Why did I say that?
Anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. See you around, Knight Errant.
Knight Errant, it's been an honor
So,
to serve with you.
Knight Shin is gone.
Again?
I can't believe it.
Shin has it out
I
for
wanted
me.
to be optimistic about their conflict, right up until the end. But the more I think about it, the more I feel like maybe this was inevitable. If only there was more I could have done. Well, both of them would die for their beliefs. At least this way, they can pursue those beliefs separately, rather than killing each other over them.
We should see if anyone needs help with anything. No, I can't wait to tell Max about my latest patrol. He is gonna love it.
Well, that's going a bit far, isn't it? But it's a very nice thing to say. Thank you. Things are gonna get a lot looser around here. Paladin Romani never believed in strict regulations. She's going to focus on recruitment and outreach. Well, if you can find the
my
time.
next mission is soon. I'm tired of being stuck in Fort Atlas.
Don't mention it. As the resident scribe, it's my job to keep things functioning around here. I'm going to keep doing my job. With one officer down, there's going to be a lot of slack to pick up. There's still a lot more I'd like to see out there, but right now, I need to support the Brotherhood.
Cleaning
Until
duty
next time.
again? I swear Knight Shin has it out for me. Did you need something?
The Brotherhood, and Dr. Hardy, and everyone. Okay, you got this.
Of course. I understand why she had to leave, though. If we're lucky, maybe she'll help bridge the divide between the Brotherhood and the Raiders.
I hope to see her again soon one day. And in the meantime, I'll always keep an eye on Max.
Congratulations on your promotion.
Oh my
Knight
gosh, oh
Errant.
my gosh. What are we gonna do? Who's gonna handle everything? Who's gonna lead the recruits? What am I gonna do? Oh gosh.
We should see if anyone needs help with anything.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm alright. I don't do well with really big changes. I think I think I need some time to process this. I'm gonna sit down.
No, I can't wait
We
to tell
owe
Max
this
about my
victory
latest
to you,
patrol.
Knight Errant.
He is gonna
So,
love it.
Knight Errant, how does your new title feel?
I hope my next mission
Flouting
is soon.
decorum,
I'm
are we?
tired of being stuck in Fort
You're lucky I'm
Atlas.
into that. And yes, I have noticed you. I'm disappointed Shin would turn his back on us, but it's certainly better than the alternative. There were times I truly wondered what I would do if it came to it.
Duty again?
If Shin pointed his gun at me, I know what I would do. So I'm grateful he didn't make me do it. Take your time. You're a topic of celebration today. I'm sure they want to talk to you as well. Enjoying the hors d'oeuvres? Now, we can start making the Brotherhood the benevolent organization I always wanted it to be. Our focus has to be helping the people of Appalachia, reaching out a hand and making them feel safe. This is a new dawn. Be proud that you were a part of it. Don't be a stranger. There will always be a place for you at Fort Atlas, at Victoria.